First of all, there is no such thing as a person of interest. You are either a suspect or you are not. So the district attorney has no right to demand that you talk with her.
I think Alexis wants to discuss Sam's hit and run.
Tell me it wasn't you.
It was Monica.
Dr. Monica Quartermain hit Sam and then just drove away?
Yes, she was drunk. Spinelli found the accident footage on some surveillance.
I don't need to know about that. What I do need to know is how Alexis found out.
Well, Monica got into another drunk driving accident. She went to the hospital. They called the cops.
The district attorney would not be wasting her time questioning you about your mother's drunk driving unless she intended on using it as leverage against you for something else.
I want you to represent Monica, okay? I want you to make sure you do whatever it takes. I don't want her going to jail.
Defending you and Sonny is one thing. Drunk drivers are quite another.
Okay, she promised me that she was going to get help.
Okay. Yeah, let me see. She's hit rock bottom. She's had enough. She plans on turning her life around, etc., etc., etc. Drunk drivers say that all the time, and sometimes it's even true. But in this case, if it's not, then maybe a tough sentence is exactly what your mother needs.
She did not start drinking heavily until Emily died.
That was not your fault. Jason, what if next time she hits a child?
I just told you she was going into rehab, Diane.
Drunks say that too.
Trust me, she has no choice.
Or you will turn her in. Okay, well, that's very commendable on your part.
Did you call your lawyer?
To protect his Fifth Amendment rights.
I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to him. These are informal questions.
Oh, now you're insulting all of us.
Do you know that she's wasting your time?
My client has no comment.
Are you trying to be difficult?
I am doing my job, which you are also welcome to do by admitting that this attempt to circumvent the law has failed utterly and beating a tactful but hasty retreat.
I wanted my baby. I wanted her so bad.
It was a girl. I was sure of it, and so was Jackson. He bought this dress and just arrived here today.
God, I'm so sorry.
God, I should have been more careful, you know. I was just so caught up with Jackson, the baby. I didn't see all the warning signs that Michael was in trouble. I just didn't.
I should have warned you.
Why didn't you? And why didn't you? What has happened to us, Jason? Why don't you trust me anymore? Why didn't you tell me Michael wanted to get him?
You just found out you were pregnant. You weren't supposed to be stressed, and I already upset you when I asked if you were the one who hit Sam. That's why.
More like interrogated me.
Okay, more like interrogated. I'm sorry, Carly. I was wrong. I was wrong
Don't you know
about
that
that
if I hit Sam or anyone else, you'd be the first person I'd call to help me cover it up?
Yes, I do know
Then
that.
why didn't you believe me?
Because Elizabeth had an accident the same night you had an accident, and I was trying to prove that she didn't hit Sam.
I didn't know you were trying to protect Elizabeth. And I stood here and asked you over and over again why you were so interested in Sam's accident, and you wouldn't tell me.
Because I didn't want to have another fight. That's why.
We were already fighting, Jason. You didn't want me to turn Elizabeth into the police.
Would you do that?
I don't know. Maybe. If Elizabeth went to prison, you could stand up and claim your son. But then you'd hate me. Yeah, sure, you'd show up to help me if I really needed you, but it wouldn't be out of friendship and it wouldn't be out of love. It'd be an obligation. And that's what I feel like I am now.
Carly, you know that's not true.
How do I know that? You don't talk to me anymore. You barely listen when I come to talk to you, and I don't understand. When did I become such an annoyance to you, Jason? I mean, yeah, you always tell me when I'm doing something wrong, but I never felt like you had to tolerate me, and now I feel that's all you do.
You hate the mother of my child.
Yeah, I hate her. I do. I think she's a selfish bitch because she makes you believe that you're not good enough to raise your son.
This is exactly what is wrong between us. Right here. I did what I did. And I love who I love. You can't ask me to stop or sit here and listen to you trash her. You can't. Come on, Carly, you do things all the time I don't agree with, that I don't like. And I stand by you. Why can't you stand by me?
Did it ever occur to you that when I try to warn you against Elizabeth, it's because I see you hurting and I want it to
Carly,
stop?
you've hated every woman I've been with, except Courtney.
Do you know why?
Yeah, because you want to be first in my life.
No, I have to be first. I love Jax, and I want to spend the rest of my life with him, but I know that I could just push him too far. That I could do something so big and painful, and he would just have to leave, but no matter what I do, you would still be there, and that goes both ways because I would stand by you no matter what, Jason.
Then why can't you trust me and trust me? Why?
Because she
you're
had
gonna
you
try to
lie
find
to me
Elizabeth
for
out of-
months. You became a father. Jake is the biggest thing to happen to you, and you didn't tell me.
Because I knew you'd think I was wrong to give him up. Then you convince yourself that you had to fight for me, you had to fight for my son. And once you do that, Carly, once you decide to fight, you are impossible to stop.
I thought you'd like that.
Carly, you
about me.
take huge chances. And you don't quit no matter how bad you get hurt. Not everybody's made up that way.
You are. You are, Jason, and I knew that. The first time I saw you at Jake's, I didn't know anything about you, but I knew you weren't afraid. I knew you took huge chances because that's who you are. You are fundamentally different people. What scares her the most is what keeps you alive, and that's why you two will never be happy together.
Why can't you just let it go?
I have let it go. You made a decision, I disagree. But I love you, right or wrong. So I swear I will never say another word against Elizabeth. As long as you promise me one thing.
What?
Don't ever lie to me again.
Greetings, Stone. The brusque lady of justice just called, left a message that your mother elected to acknowledge her complicity in Fair Samantha's unfortunate accident.
Monica confessed?
The jackal stands in awe of his master's gift for brevity. Are your injuries still causing you distress?
No, I'm fine.
What? Because we're fully stocked with restorative nutrients. We have green leafy vegetables, fresh fruit, a special juice blend that includes a rare Brazilian berry.
No, I'm not hungry. I just went to see Carly. She lost her baby.
That is most distressing.
And I should have warned her that Michael wanted a gun. I handled that wrong. Been doing a lot of that lately.
Come on, perhaps you were, a bit distracted by your efforts to prove that Fair Elizabeth had not, in fact, run down everyday hero.
I've been lying nonstop ever since I found out I was Jake's father. And no matter how I try to justify it, people keep getting hurt.
Your concern has always been that claiming your son would expose him to dangers from your enemies, but recent events, most notably Mr. Corinthos's commendable choice to forge an alliance with his Zakaras, has lessened the threat of violence considerably.
Would you bet your life on that?